Hey guys, John here, and welcome back to NASCAR 06 Total Team Control. Alright, so last time we had a post-commentated video that, well, it was interesting, that's for sure. We won races that we probably shouldn't have won, so that happened. Anyway, today we have ourselves a truck race at Texas, nationwide race at Milwaukee. I do believe finally I've fixed my audio problems, so that's good. So no input delay, and also no, freaking audio problems. So hopefully, anyway, fingers crossed. But let's go ahead and get this qualifying out of the way, starting at Texas in the trucks.
Alright, here we go. Don't hold anything back.
I'll try not to. Oh, okay. Quite as much grip as I would have liked going into one there. Pretty good coming out of two, but we are not on the pole. Chase Montgomery, of course, is on the pole. The guy we need to gain a ton of points on. Just proving very difficult to do because he's always up front. The grass, we are fourth. Not sure it's going to get any better than that. No. We just pushed so much going into one. I carried in a little too much speed, granted, but I don't think this lap's going to be any better. Having a hard time keeping it down. Through the grass. Probably still fourth. Yeah, I think that lap was slower, so, whatever. So, fourth ain't great. Montgomery, Van Dyke, Hornaday. They're all people we need to gain points on, and we're not. If they finish ahead of us, even if we finish ahead of them, we're not gaining very many points. But, oh well. I might tweak the setup here just a little bit, and then I'll see you guys at nationwide qualifying in Milwaukee. Alright, one of my favorite tracks to race at is Milwaukee. Absolutely love racing here. Only one thing I don't like about it is in turn one, pit road wall. It can be a problem. You dive in there a little too deep and hit that, you shoot up the track. If there's somebody there outside, well, that's a crash. Even the AI has been known to hit that and cause issues. I know it's realistic, you know, that it's, you know, part of the real world track or whatever, but I do wish that it hadn't been included. Yeah, we just got the pole, so we don't need to run this lap, but I kind of want to do it anyway because I think we can run an even better lap time than that. It was a 27.93. So let's see how much faster we can get here. You can use the apron here. I mean, not only you want to get in the grass, but you can get up on that curb. It's not much of a curb, but it's there, and it does help you turn. Yep, shaved another 1300ths off. We got a bad fast car today. That's exciting to me. Our teammate we beat for the pole by almost half a second, like 4.425. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So, one thing of note though, if we're gonna lengthen this points lead, Rain's finishing second doesn't help that. And usually, you know, we try to help him lead laps, be up front. Maybe we just look out for number one and let his chips fall where they will, because yeah, we wanna build our lead for our plan, if we can still do that. I'm not sure yet, but either way, let's move on to the truck race. One thing I do not like is being on the top. Luckily we got, oh no. Now, that hasn't happened in forever. Why did that have to just happen? I haven't actually had that problem in, oh god. Alright, well, guess we're pausing. God dang it. Alright, let's hope that's better. Oh, man. I overdrove the corner because of that. Wasn't prepared. God dang it. I was going to say we were off to a good start there. We got to the bottom right away, and I mean, oh, God. Alright, anyway. It's just not fair. Life is just not freaking fair. I thought, man, we got a really good launch. We were getting to the bottom. And then the stupid screen starts blinking for the first time in months. So I'm like, well, I'll fix it. And then, of course, because I was toward, you know, whatever, I wasn't prepared for the corner. And from then on, it was just a mess. Get into the wall, then the wall's like freaking glue. Come back down, get hit. People are... I guess that guy was already mad at me because you could clearly see him swing up into me on purpose after I just touched him. God, still overdriving. But yeah, and now we're 10th, so it could be worse, I suppose, but definitely could have been a lot better too. Alright. Just trying to get you to hate me a little less. I don't think he's mad enough to like hit me. He is gonna block me, of course. I mean, they all block anyway. Friend or enemy, both. They block like crazy in this game. Let off there a lot. So he did not enter the corner as quickly as I did. Alright, so he should not take a swing at me. Good. So now we're past the guys that hate us. Ooh, God. That was close. Alright. Freaking... Well, they got 3 wide back there, made a little contact. Didn't wreck, though. Interesting. Alright, so we're behind our teammate. We are 7th. Guys we need to beat to gain points. There's at least 3 of them in front of us. Realistically. Hornaday, Montgomery, and... Well, especially Montgomery. I don't know where Hornaday is for sure. But I think the green and white truck is Van Dyke, who we also need to gain points on. Yes, and he doesn't like us. Well, I think we did make contact with him too in that exchange, I'm not sure. But, realistically speaking, Montgomery and Van Dyke, I know. I think Hattori, which doesn't appear to be up here with us, so that's good, I guess. Okay, so they are pitting already. That's very interesting. Not they, I mean about the back half of the field, it looks like. Very interesting indeed. Which means I need to be careful. These guys are peeling off. No, they're not yet. We got a nice run there on Bobby Hamilton Sr. We're gonna try to very respectfully get past him without making contact. My truck decides to weave all over the dang place. Nice clean pass. There we go. Scary pass, but a clean pass. And I'd like to do the same here, although we're already kind of bump drafting him. Which means this probably won't be considered a clean pass because we made contact. And if it was friendly contact. No, clean pass, good. That's good. That should lower that little bit of resentment he had towards me there. Truck's fast. It's just not handling as well as I would like, but you know, what else is new? Keep driving it in too deep as well. I'm aware of this. I'm very aware. We're up to 4th, which is where we qualified. So, yeah. Now, luckily, Hornaday's been leading these laps and not Montgomery. So if anybody gets most laps led, let's hope it's not Montgomery. If we can't get it, I guess Hornaday can have it, although I don't know. I can't remember exactly where he is in points and how important it is that he not get those points. I don't know. I don't think he's that close to us. I can't remember though. One thing I was going to say though was I don't want to sacrifice our nationwide championship for the shot at a truck championship, even though I would like to win them both, because I very much want to move on to Cup in the next season. I have to think about what's best for that. Halfway on fuel, okay. Which is, of course, winning the nationwide championship so that we get... I drove that in way too deep. Winning the nationwide championship so that we get the best possible contract offers for Cup. If we sacrifice the nationwide championship, then chances are our Cup shot is not going to be promising. So, that in mind, if we do have to sacrifice a title, it's going to be the truck. And I know I had talked about running both series. In the next season, running Cup and truck if I don't get the truck. But looking at the schedule and seeing how many times I would have to skip qualifying to run a truck race, not super comfortable with that, because we're going to want to qualify well in Cup and not start last at several races. So honestly, truck may not be a title that we get in this career mode, at least right now. If we win like the Cup championship in our rookie year, which, I mean, given how this game is, that could actually happen, or it might not, but there's a good possibility. If we get a good ride, it could. If that happened, then maybe in season 2 of Cup, then I try to get the truck championship during that and skip qualifying to make it happen. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know where I stand on all this stuff just yet, you know? It used to always be my goal to win each of the championships working my way up. But I don't want this series to stretch on for a million years. Also, I want to get to Cup sooner rather than later. You know, for the entertainment value for you guys more than anything. I could have been sheer drafting you, I guess, the whole time to kind of... Whoa, God. To try to have you hate me a little less. We both ride super high here. Oh, we are... Please save it. Okay. Saved it. Okay, I'm probably going to pit this time, honestly. I think we need to. Fuel-wise, we don't need to for a few laps, but tire-wise, 100% yes. So, yeah. Don't repair. Maybe tighten it up just for the end of the next run. And obviously, as I've said before, tire pressure means nothing in the grand scheme of things. So, yeah. Leave it where it is. Alright. So, I think the wise decision here is to, oh God, let him go and then hit pit road. Okay. Wasn't sure what pit road speed was, but we made it. We may have slowed down a little too much, but we got there in the end. Alright, most important thing here is do not bring out a caution. As I almost LePage the field there, truck just shoved straight up the track. No caution here. Get up to speed, run good laps, and let this freaking thing cycle through. That's the most important thing we can do. See where we shake out. It won't be in the lead, I can guarantee you that. But I don't know. Given the issues we had, the way the truck's handling, the way it'll handle when we hit the end of this run, I don't see a win even being possible. But like I said, at least Hornaday is the one leading the most laps. I'd love to beat Montgomery, but I don't even know if that's going to be possible. Pretty sure he's still running second, and I don't see us breaking out that high. If I had to guess, we're probably going to be 5th, 6th. With the ability to run down maybe a couple people before the tires go to heck. But we'll see. Just going to run nice and smooth laps until this all cycles through. Okay, it's not fully cycled through yet, but we just passed Hattori coming off pit road, which honestly not a great sign. Not sure where he was exactly in the running order, but definitely wasn't in the top 5, so like the rest of them are pitting now. It's back on the lead lap. See how many people we end up passing here. I sincerely hope that still have a shot at least at top 5, because otherwise we're going to be losing a lot of points, which is not good. Well, that wasn't everybody actually. 117 was still the leader, but we were unlapped from him. And here's some people. The guys I was most worried about, though. We shake out 7th. I thought 5th or 6th. We passed the 117 truck. We are going to be 6th. So, looks like the rest of them are strung out pretty far in front of me. Hornaday is going to re-inherit the lead. Looks like Montgomery is probably still 2nd. Nothing else. I'm pretty sure Montgomery never led a lap in that exchange, though he may have led a lap right at the beginning. Not sure. I don't think he did. So at least he's not getting that level of bonus points, but yeah. Is that our teammate Cleaver in front of us? It is. Hey buddy. Any chance that you would follow me? AKA get behind me? That'd be super great of you. That's kind of rude. That's like team orders, just get out of my way, basically. But I'm telling you, I need all these points, and he really doesn't. So, thank you, buddy. To block everybody behind us now. Not that there was anybody that particularly close behind us, but I'm gonna be there in case everything starts to go to heck for me. Yeah, these rear tires are starting to go already. Well, already. There's not that many laps left, but maybe, just maybe, we'll end up with a top 5 here. We'll be losing some points, but honestly, given how lap 1 of this race went, the fact that we started 4th and ended 5th is going to sound like, you know, not an exciting day. Given what happened on lap 1, yeah, Plus green flag pit stops, which are always scary. Really, this is the best thing I could have hoped for, probably. So, points-wise, it's not, of course. But given how things went, this is minimizing damage. If we had a little longer, could we catch these guys? Maybe, but a little longer and these tires are just going to get worse and worse and we're going to slide more. So, yeah. Realistically, yeah, there's another one. We just got to be careful here. We don't want to lose fifth. Because there's no realistic way we're going to catch fourth here. Or we can't catch and pass him in one lap, even if we catch him, which we're not gonna. So let's just get nice and smooth through these turns. No big slide here. There you go. 2, 3, and 4, and take home this really hard fought top 5, honestly. I'll take it. Yep. But we did lose points. There's no doubt about that. We didn't lose it to Hattori or Van Dyke, just Montgomery and Hornaday, depending on where he is in the points. I guess we'll find out. But, yeah. And you know what? It was a good day for Cleaver, too. We made him give us a spot. But, I think that's not such a bad exchange. Oh, Montgomery did lead laps. God dang it. Alright. That's right. I couldn't remember which one of them started first. He started first and led 6 laps. Hornaday got the most laps led. I didn't lead a lap at all. So that's unfortunate. But I couldn't stay out any longer and try to stretch it to lead a lap. My tires were shot. So I think we played this as good as we could. Just unfortunately cost us a few points. But anyway, let's move on. Who are you? Oh, you're probably that guy that I got into it with in that caution situation. Yeah, it's fine. Apologize, whatever. He'll be less mad next time. Alright, so let's move on to the nationwide race at Milwaukee. I'm really hoping this is going to be a dominant victory for us, judging by how fast the car was in qualifying. We shall see. Let's do this. Alright. Me and our teammates starting on the front row. We obviously don't want any issues there. We're going to be real careful going into turn 1. Denny Hamlin all up on our bumper. What a surprise. And is Rain's going to try to get in front of him there? No, he's going to try to go to my outside, which is going to not work out for him. If he stays on the outside, he's definitely going to lose second. But as I said before, we're going to kind of let his deal go the way it's going to go on its own from now on. We can't be pushing him to the front, gaining points on our car all the time. Like, I wanted to get him to second. I wanted to give him a nice cushion. And I did that. And now we got to look out for ourselves. And if we are going to pull off our plan, which again, not entirely sure we can, we might be able to skip 2 nationwide races. But the way things stand, it has to be a total of 4 races to make this work. And I'm going to assume getting more than 1 race ahead in the trucks is going to be difficult. Getting 3 races ahead in this is very unlikely, especially with how well Tony Raines has been running, thanks to us. 3 races ahead in this. And again, I don't know, if you skip a race, do they give you last place points? That's another thing I don't know. I should probably have figured that out by now. But yeah, if you do get last place points, that means you're guaranteed 34 points even when you skip a race, then that would make things a lot easier. If you get 0 points, then you're looking at, you could possibly lose, what, 190 points? Say Reigns led the most laps and won the race, it's like 190 points, I think. So, you'd need 380 for 2 races, and 570, no, yeah, 570 for 3 races. We'd have to be over 570 points ahead. Or, if you do get those 34 points a race, that would be, quickly do the math, 102 off of that. So, 468. So we either need 468 plus points or 570 plus points to skip 3 races. And then, of course, you know, you still have to make sure that you build those points back up before the end of the season. Which some of those skipped races are towards the end of the season. I just don't know if that's possible unless all the guys close behind us, Reigns, Hamilton, and probably Boyer, if I recall, they'd all have to finish in the back. Like, for example, I win and dominate this race, but they finish in the back. Then I would gain a bunch of points. But if they're still running top 5, I'm only gaining a few points. It's kind of silly that we're at this point with this game where we're on legend difficulty and I'm talking about building up enough points to skip 3 races. Kind of silly. I will say this much. This game, at least for me, it isn't always incredibly difficult. Some tracks are, as I've proven. Still very difficult for me. But, and it's just like that truck race. It didn't go the way I wanted it to go, and yet I still salvaged the top 5. And then you come somewhere like this. Although, to be fair, I feel like this track is similar to Richmond. I feel like you're just always faster than the AI here, unless you're just, you know, all over the place. But I feel like, I mean, I can't remember what level prestige team this is. It's like a mid-level one, I think, right? Maybe a little higher than mid. But should I be 3 seconds ahead right now on legend difficulty against this AI? Probably not. Should I won the pole by 0.4 of a second? Probably not. But I think Milwaukee, Richmond, maybe a few other places, you have a huge advantage, I think, over the AI no matter what difficulty level they're on. And then other places where like one small mistake kills you, they don't make those small mistakes usually. And while they may not be quite as fast as you always, as long as they're not pushing up, getting in the wall, things like that, then when you do that, I mean, you know, super costly no matter what. So the game is not easy, but it's also not maybe as difficult as it could be. I just feel like in general the AI should be a little faster than they are overall. Make me have, for example, a perfect car like this one. Like, I can't even explain to you how buttery smooth it feels right now going around this track. Have a perfect car like this and yet still have, like right now, say a guy in front of me and like one on my bumper. That would be insane. To have a car that feels this good and is this fast and yet still be fighting for the lead would be so fun. It would be so fun. But dominating's fun too. Either way, let's see when we're gonna hit halfway on fuel and all that and figure things out for our pit cycle. Keep an eye on our tires and stuff too. and see how much we're gonna win this race by. Interesting. Went further into this run than I would have thought. I almost completed lap 22 before that halfway fuel thing came on. It was about lap 21 and a half, we'll say. Which means technically we could go to lap 43 before we pit. Or we could pit early and not have to think about that too. Some of these guys have already pitted. Interesting. Tires aren't wearing yet either. I'll probably go to halfway just so that I can be sure that we're going to have basically, you know, an even amount of tire wear. Alright, this guy's going to be a bit of a problem. Excuse me. Okay, fine. Block me. Cool. Only the leader. Definitely pinching me down here. Excuse me. Guy's being a bit of a pain. Alright. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go to halfway before I pit. Okay, my first bit of tire wear, right front tire, comes on lap 31. So if we want to get to the end without any tire wear, we should go one more lap. Pit on lap 33 and we shouldn't have any tire issues for the rest of the race. Of course, obviously fuel isn't an issue. So, that's what we're gonna do. Nobody else is pitted. Just that first chunk of guys right there. Like, I don't know. I can't remember what it was. Like lap 15 or 16 or something, I think. Most laps led. That's nice. Well, we've led the whole first half of the race plus one. So, there you go. I'm not running on fumes, but... I may have slowed down too much, but it's fine. Alright, everything else is good. Let's go. Not a great pit stop. But we had a 9-second lead. We are going to get out without getting lapped, which is good. I feel like I could have stretched the fuel and probably led every single lap of the race that way. But as the tires start to wear, well, there's no point in risking it, right? This way, we're good to go. We shouldn't have any tire wear before the end of the race. And our lead was strong enough that even with that slow pit stop, we should still come out with the lead. Plus, we're going to be gaining time on these guys that haven't pitted yet. Every single lap, you know? So... see how this cycles through. We march our way forward here. Well, that changes everything. Granted, we'll still be fine, probably, but those guys that pitted early could be ahead of us now. Why did this idiot have to wreck? Why? Alright, not pitting. Let's see where we shake out. Okay, cutscene. We might be in the lead, actually. Maybe we did beat those guys. Okay, we did. Now, we won't have our huge lead. That's the only downside, but... you have to be careful of these lap cars to our inside. That's going to be scary. let them go, actually. Work on getting by them in time here. As a matter of fact, we're going to work on getting by them pretty quickly. Oh, we used to be friends, Aaron. What happened? Get our friendship back. At the very least, let's not be rivals. Can afford to take some time to do this. Ooh, careful. Can afford to take some time to do this. Come on, how much is it gonna take? You do not hate me anymore. There you go. No sense having enemies, especially when people used to be friends with. Looks like range just got cleared a second. Ooh, that's interesting. See if he keeps that. Gonna work our way past Aaron here and start building our lead again. That's what's most important to me right now. Getting our cushion back. Alright guys, like 4 laps to go here. Don't have a huge lead. I mean, it's a huge lead, but don't have as big a lead as I thought I would have by now because I had a little close encounter at that wall. Stupid turn 1 wall. Luckily, it wasn't anything catastrophic, but I definitely had to chase it from going straight up the track into the wall. So that hurt. Also, there was some sort of a dust up. I couldn't really tell. The rearview mirror is so hard to actually see in once you have a bit of a lead. There was some sort of a dust up back there. You see a bit of a separation in the field. I don't really know. I think it might have been Rains and Hamlin that got together. Or something. Maybe one of them hit that pit road wall and shot up into the other. I'm not really sure what was happening. But there was definitely a dust up. If I can remember when I edit this, I'll try to get a look at the rearview mirror. If you can even see anything. It's so hard to see. I mean, look at that. It's just pixels up there. If it looks like you can see something, I'll try. But either way, this race is basically over. My tire strategy worked out perfectly. We almost obviously had issue with the caution coming out, erasing our lead, even though we ended up still with the lead, which was nice. And then, like I said, a little close call there with that wall, but otherwise it's been a perfect race. You can't complain about that. And we'll see what happens with the other guys. But we are the winner. I didn't do a burnout. What am I saying last? I was about to say I didn't do a burnout in the last race. Freaking, I didn't win the last race. That truck race, I finished 5th. I'm thinking about last week where we won both of them. Can't see. Okay. But I expected to win this race, and I'm glad we did. Alright, let's see what happened in these results, though. I feel like... Alright, Boyer, Irvin, Johnson, Jourdain, Erickson, Lyons. Hamlin's 8th. Okay. So he definitely... There was definitely something there. Thomas, Miller... Go on down. Hamilton 17th. Okay, he didn't start that well anyway. Reigns 25th. Oh my. Well, that happened. Guy's a lap down. But yeah. Wow. Well, something definitely happened to him, that's for darn sure. But he's happy for us. What are you mad about? I didn't touch anybody, did I? I didn't touch anybody in this race. What the frick's your problem? Must have been some sort of old rival who was mad about something. Also, 4 messages. What the frick? You may get a race soon. Nice. Showdown with Matt Kenseth. I hate showdowns, but alright. Phone. Angry driver. Must have been mad from a previous time or something? I don't know. Good standings. Yeah, I am pretty phenomenal. Alright, let's move on. Speaking of those point standings, we'll have a look at those. Yo. Well, that's pretty big lead. Alright, so it looks like non-teammates I have to worry about points-wise are Clint Boyer, Bobby Labonte, and Kenny Wallace. Realistically, yeah. So, yeah, 454 points. What was it I was saying? 468 if we get last place points for skipping races. 570, lol, if we need all 3. This could be doable. Because there's still time, and there are still tracks I can definitely win at. Now, granted, Hamilton didn't have a great day. Reigns must have gotten smurfed over. Like I said, it isn't possible really to see, but yeah, that, Okay. Remember when I said they don't really make mistakes, but that pit road wall thing is something that happens sometimes? Yeah, I saw a lap car do it, and I'm pretty sure something happens here. So, Alright, well, be that as it may, let's look at the truck standings. Yeah, we lost points, down to 111. We need this to be over a race, though. Because even if we can miraculously get a 3-race lead, we're still going to need to skip one more race. So we've got to get this to like a 200-point lead or something, and then be able to skip one. And we need to get this, to be safe, 570. And then from that point on, we'll see. I would love to be able to pull this off. It's a bit ridiculous, but I'd love to be able to pull this off. Anyway, next time we are going to be going... I mean, the showdowns never go well for me, so we'll see if it actually makes it into the video or not. But we have a showdown with Matt Kenseth, which is cool. I am still really sad that he's losing his career over sponsorship, but whatever. I'm not going to rant about that. Then we have, I don't care about the small cars. We have, oh, it's Daytona. Okay, well, we have a nationwide race at Daytona, truck race at Michigan. Well, that's going to be cool. Get to run at Daytona. It's been a while. So hopefully we can win there. Michigan trucks, I feel pretty confident that we can win there. So that's good. Then we have our first conflict, which, sad as it is, we're going to definitely have to, well, bear with me here. What if we, after we hopefully win this race, we look at our points, what if we just skip this truck race? Even if we lose the points lead doing it, we just skip it preemptively. And then, when do the conflicts start? Here's the first conflicts, definitely important ones. And we skip these nationwide races and this one. And hopefully by the time this rolls around, we do have that full thing. But even then, we do have a race in between, or a couple races in between before this one we would have to skip. I think we can do this. I think we can freaking do this. I think we can win both championships, as stupid as that sounds. And I think we start by skipping this one, because this truck race... The sad thing is, though, this truck race at Milwaukee would be a definite win for us. Maybe we don't skip this one. Chicago and Nationwide is whatever, but, like, trucks at Milwaukee would be most likely a definite win for us, which we need. All right, maybe we rethink that. Maybe we skip Nationwide, then we skip a truck later. Not at New Hampshire, because that's probably a good one for us. Maybe we skip trucks a bit. All right, whatever. Enough of this nonsense. Point is, I'll see you guys next time for Daytona, Michigan, and possibly this, if it seems worthy of being in the video. I don't know. If you guys enjoyed, hammer that like button, share with your friends, subscribe if you're new, join the Wolf Pack, and I will see you next time for more of this chess game. Bye. Quick little add-on there, guys. I loaded up a different save file and purposely skipped a Nationwide and truck race. And guess what I learned? You do get last place points when you skip the race. So what that means is you get 34 points for finishing last in the Nationwide race when you skip it. But you get 55 points for finishing last in a truck race. Very interesting. So we are definitely going to be able to do this, I think. We are definitely going to be able to win both Nationwide and truck championships this season. So, yeah, just wanted to let you guys know. I did the math. I figured it out. And, yeah, that's good to know. Good to know. Anyway, see you guys.